He was abandoned, enslaved, and left for dead. Yet, he rose to build the largest contiguous land empire in the history of the world. This is the story of Genghis Khan, a name that once made the world tremble. But before he was the Great Khan, he was a boy named Temujin, born into the harsh, unforgiving landscape of the Mongolian steppe. His early life was a brutal struggle for survival. When he was just 9, his father, a minor tribal chief, was poisoned by a rival clan. His own clan, fearing retribution, abandoned Temujin, his mother, and his siblings, leaving them to fend for themselves in the wilderness. They were forced to eat roots and hunt for small animals just to stay alive. This experience didn't break him. It forged him in fire, instilling a resilience and a will to survive that would define his entire life. As a young man, Temujin was captured and enslaved by the very clan that had abandoned him. He was forced to wear a wooden collar, a symbol of utter humiliation. But even in chains, his spirit remained unbroken. In a daring escape, he hid in a river using a floating piece of wood to conceal himself, and eventually found his way back to his family. This was a turning point. He realized that to survive and to tribe, he couldn't just rely on himself. He needed to unite the warring tribes of Mongolia. Temujin's charisma and tactical genius began to attract followers. He formed strategic alliances, often through marriage, and rewarded loyalty above all else, regardless of a person's background or clan. This was a revolutionary idea on the steppe, where bloodlines meant everything. He promoted people based on merit, not aristocracy. One by one, through a combination of brilliant diplomacy and ruthless warfare, he defeated rival chieftains and brought them under his banner. By 1206, he had achieved the impossible. At a grand assembly, or kurul, the unified tribes proclaimed him Genghis Khan, meaning the universal ruler. The Mongol nation was born, but his ambition didn't stop at the borders of Mongolia. With his newly formed, disciplined, and incredibly mobile army, he looked outward. His military innovations were groundbreaking. He utilized swift cavalry archers, employed sophisticated siege warfare, and established a rapid communication system using horse-mounted messengers, the Yam. The Mongol conquests began from the Shishia kingdom in China to the massive Khwarezmian Empire in Central Asia. Nations fell before his horde. His campaigns were known for their speed, their strategy, and their brutality. Cities that resisted were often completely destroyed, a terrifying message to others who might consider defiance. Yet, the empire he built was not just one of conquests. Under Genghis Khan's rule, the Silk Road was revitalized and made safe for travel, fostering an unprecedented exchange of goods, ideas, and cultures between East and West. He established a written language for the Mongols and a legal code known as the Yasa, which covered everything from property rights to a ban on kidnapping women. He even practiced religious tolerance within his empire, a concept far ahead of its time. Genghis Khan's legacy is complex. He was a ruthless conqueror responsible for immense destruction, but also a visionary state builder who united a fractured people and connected the world in ways never seen before. He laid the foundation for an empire that, under his successors, would stretch from the Pacific Ocean to the heart of Europe. The boy who was once abandoned on the steppe had not only survived, he had reshaped the world. Thank you for watching. If you found this journey into the past fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories of the figures who shaped our history. See you next time.